Back at it again, y'all. I'm Psalm 1, and this is Audiotree Live, your premiere show for the band Obsessed. We are fully out the skate park with this next one, babes. This next band is keeping pop punk delicious and just dropped their debut album, Ladies, Ladies, and Gentlemen. Please welcome Super Sometimes.
Yo, we're Super Sometimes from San Diego. Track 2, Makeup Stories. What's the point in leaving?
Well, you know you'll just come back again, cause I don't know what reason.
What's that you can see that?
I won't let you lie to me again. Both that gun can crunch there with your friend. I don't need to. Getting sad excuses once again.
I get it. You're pleading your case, taking the bait.
Scribble the makeup stories, that's how moaning.
You play me like a running line.
The cookie was silent.
This next song is the self-titled track off of our brand new record, Show the World What's Underneath. It's about showing the world what's underneath, and it's called Show the World What's Underneath.
Hey guys, something interesting you might not know about this YouTube channel is 80% of you all watching this video right now are not subscribed. So if you could pretty please hit that subscribe button below, and we're gonna do our best to keep bringing the most amazing musicians from all over the world just to play for you. All right, back to the show. Are y'all ready to yap?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I say first that I appreciate you vibing out behind the desk?
Of course.
Low key.
That was
sick.
dope.
Yeah.
Bringing the vibes for the session.
Yes, I enjoy your music, genuinely. So.
Shout out.
Big ups.
Yes, we're here with Dylan, Gabe, Matthew, and Josh, better known as Super Sometimes. Welcome to Audiotree, y'all.
Thank you for
Thank
having
Thank
us.
you.
Yeah, thanks for taking
This is
time.
a dream.
It is? Okay.
Straight
Okay,
up.
so
It
we're
is.
all on
This
the cloud.
isn't real right now.
No, it is.
Yeah.
No.
Low-key.
It's definitely real. So you're on tour right now. We appreciate you taking time out. You're supporting Arm's Length, but what cities have surprised you the most?
On this tour so far, I think in chronological order, Boston was really crazy. Brooklyn was really crazy. Obviously, hometown, like for us, San Diego
Sure.
and Anaheim have always been great. And-
Orlando. Shout out to Orlando.
Okay.
Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah, Orlando.
Florida
was
gets down. low-key.
Florida
They
does
do
get
low
down.
key get down.
Yeah.
Also, just like the last time we played there, it was to like 10 people, and this time it was like at the House of Blues Orlando.
Yeah, sure.
Which was like a big upgrade, and it was a fucking awesome show.
Yeah.
Denver was also sick. Is there any other ones that come to mind, boys?
New York was definitely my favorite. That one shocked me, especially just because like the last few times that we've played New York, the shows haven't been
Yeah.
like as exciting as the West Coast shows for us. But this time, people were just
Yeah.
going ham. You know.
You know, I think New York makes you pay. You know, you
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
for
go
sure.
have to come
Earn
a
your
couple
stripes.
times, and you have to come a couple times and kill it every time. But it might not be, the first time where they tell you, you
Yeah.
killed
Right.
that, But
You gotta
then-
like earn their respect.
yeah, it's so weird, but yeah.
What respect?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. It's New York.
All around on the whole tour, though, it's like the shows have been, for it being our second ever U.S. like tour,
Yeah.
all the shows have been fucking awesome. Like
love that.
as an opener, getting like crowd surfers.
Oh yeah.
Every night has
setting
been
it
pretty
off.
sick, yeah.
That's dope. So yesterday on Reddit, you said your band is 66% punk and 33% pop. What is the percentages looking like today?
No comment.
I think we're at the same, maybe a little more punk
Maybe
today because we're feeling
1% more
good.
punk,
Yeah.
maybe.
1%, 67,
Yeah, 67%.
don't
six,
mind that.
six.
In like 5 years or
Come
10
on.
years, I'm gonna watch this back with my kids,
It's
and
gonna
my
age
kids are
really
gonna be like,
poorly.
"Dad, you're an idiot."
Like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
So, Super Sometimes band used to be called New Aesthetic, but y'all had to change the name, and that's okay. That's okay. But what's the one possible band name that almost made it over Super Sometimes? Like, what was the number 2? Like,
I remember one. Do you remember one?
I do. I remember two.
I remember an OG one.
I remember
There's a few.
there was one called Lucky Charm, and there was one called Safe State.
Safe State. Yeah.
Safe State. What about you?
I remember Clover and Blunt Wish. There was a
Blunt
laundry.
Wish.
Blunt Wish was awesome.
Yeah, I was like, maybe Blunt in the name isn't like,
right, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Our
sure.
parents would have been pretty upset.
So you're playing it. Spoiler alert: you're playing one of my favorite jams and a lot of people's jams, Spork, later in the set. But was that song blowing up so crazy have a lot to do with the fresh start, or what did you learn from that moment?
It's what led to us getting like pretty much sued. Like,
Okay.
having to change our name for
Yeah.
sure. There was another guy in LA who still exists to this day. You can look up and find his music very easily. Called New Aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
And when we started the band, we like reached out to him, being like, "Hey, like we see that you own the trademark to this name. Like, could we buy it from you?" And homie worked for SpaceX and he was breaded up, and he was like, "No,
No,
but you can use it." And at the time, we were like teenagers, so we're like, "Oh, like I don't really think anything of it. Like it'll be fine." He said
Right.
we could use it,
Sure, yeah.
and then the song blew up, and then he was like, "Yo, yo, this
That's-
isn't gonna fly anymore."
Yo.
Those SpaceX guys, you
Yeah.
know.
But the song blowing up definitely taught us that we needed to be more responsible legally.
Sure.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
We paid a pretty penny having to deal with that stuff. But it also just like gave us, it was like reaffirming that we were doing the right thing.
Opened
And
a lot of doors.
Sure, yeah.
It did.
in being in a pop punk band in 2026, I think that's a ambitious thing to do these days.
No, y'all are crushing it though. So, I imagine you've been ripping through the new album on the road. You're pretty locked in now, but have you been playing the same set every night, or has it changed a little, or like how's it been going across the United States with this set?
Yeah, we have a few songs that's been like rotating through. Like we play Every Time I Look for You by Blink. We'll play like Run for Cover. We'll play Learn My Lesson at times. But then on the West Coast, we threw June in the set for all the OGs and all the
Yeah.
West Coast people. Yeah, so
day
it's
ones.
it's somewhat the same. It's been staying the same recently, but it has like one or two songs that will change.
Rotate out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight in Chicago too, we're gonna do Tell That Mick because we like Fall
yeah.
Out Boy a lot.
Oh
So,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah. We like to do like a good cover specific to the city we'll play in sometimes if we
Oh,
can.
That's a great way of
Yeah.
just being
Mix
like,
it up,
we
have a
love
little
y'all.
fun. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. So has the writing changed? Has the writing process changed from like your first album, which was kind of not a debut? It's more like a collection of songs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Has that process changed, like making the debut album? Like, do you still bang new ideas out in the basement, like you mentioned in previous interviews, or how has that process evolved for y'all?
Yeah. I mean, all the time. The song that we just played, what's it called? Fuck.
Show
Show
the
the
World
World What's
What's
Underneath.
the one.
Self-titled,
That's
how you
self-titled record off the album. Yeah, we wrote that song in the basement. Like, I think we wrote close to 30 songs for this record, and only 10 of them got to make it. And a lot of it started out just like you said, us in the basement, just like chilling, writing songs in a circle like we always have.
Sure.
And that's, I think, like our number one favorite way to do it. But also on this record, we got the opportunity to do some co-writes with some people who made a lot of songs and records that like we really looked up to and really inspired us when we were younger. We got to write with Chris from Hot Mulligan,
Oh, nice.
Nick from Knuckle Puck, Chicago, shout out,
Yeah.
and who else?
Kyle Black.
Sam Guayana.
But yeah, I miss the basement, low key. It's been a while since we've been in there, but next time we'll be in there. It'll be fun.
I'm sure you'll get back
Right.
soon
Yeah.
enough, you know?
For
We
sure.
always make it back to the basement.
Yeah. One of the only basements in San Diego, by the way. That's like
Yeah.
not a normal thing over there to have a basement.
See, you're just,
Yeah.
you know, groundbreaking,
Yeah.
innovating, you know?
Literally breaking the ground to build the basement.
For sure.
Literally.
Your social media is a hoot and a holler. And I read a rumor, Dylan, you run the pages.
That would be true.
You're silly as hell, and I love that. But have there been any like skits or ideas where the rest of the band was like, absolutely not, we're not doing that shit?
There's a cut scene from the Spork video, or not even a cut scene. We'd never even filmed it. But we go to In-N-Out in the music
Oh,
video, and it cuts to us just like eating food. But originally, Matthew was supposed to like lay on a table and pretend to be dead and
like,
open
have
his mouth.
Fries shoved in my mouth. It was
Yeah.
insane. I
We were-
wasn't doing that.
He's like, yo, I'm not doing all that. We were supposed to like throw French fries into his mouth from a distance with other people watching. And that was like one of the few things ever in the history of this band that everybody was like, yo, we're not doing that. You know?
It's also cruel because In-N-Out fries are terrible.
Right.
I'm glad you
Shout out
laughed at that.
In-N-Out, though.
Shout
Shout
out, I
out
mean, everything
In-N-Out,
else
though.
is delicious.
I work there. That's where I'm employed at.
The
Okay,
fries
well,
are
the fries are
often
great. The fries are amazing.
If I said something bad about them, I'd probably get in trouble.
Yeah, no, we don't
Probably.
want that. We
So-
don't want that. So staying on the video sort of topic, the music video for Makeup Stories is so hilarious, and I love a good parody. The Law and Order is so funny to me. I was cackling the whole time. What's your relationship to the show?
To Law and Order?
Yeah,
Can I be honest?
yeah.
I don't
please.
think any of us have
I
watched.
have never watched that show.
I've seen
never
a few
watched it.
episodes in passing.
Sure.
I think like my grandparents.
It's like the longest. It's like one of the longest running shows. It's like always on somebody's
Yeah,
network.
for sure.
Yeah.
Before filming, I don't think any of us had ever watched it. I just knew like the dun dun, and I knew the song or whatever.
Yeah, I know the song
But-
too.
That's funny because y'all did a great parody of it. So
Oh,
yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Breaking a lot of people's hearts. Our music
Yeah, that's
videos
gonna be a
do rip off a
controversial
lot of
thing.
movies, and yeah, we haven't watched some of the movies. sadly.
Why are you revealing all of that? You just
Hey,
We're cooked.
because we're showing the world what's underneath. Shout out. Shout out.
gotcha.
We don't
gotcha.
we don't fake nothing.
Right.
Final request.
Yes.
You're a young band and you're growing right before our very eyes, and we all love you. So please send a word of support to the young bands and music lovers out there about trusting yourselves and following your heart.
Just keep doing this shit, yo. I was 15 3 years ago in my basement playing with these dudes, never thinking that I would make it out of my basement with these dudes. And here we are in Chicago playing in a studio that I've always wanted to play in for my whole life. So this is proof that you can do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Get with your friends, make music. Shit rocks.
Yeah.
Do
To
it
piggy-
and do it because you love it. Because long drives, long nights, all that, you have to do it because you love it. It all
and
comes from
you
here.
have to be good friends with your band. Don't start a band with a bunch
That
of
too.
people who are like a bunch of dipshits. Like do it with people that you trust and that you know well. Otherwise, we probably would have killed each other already at this point in the tour. Like we're together all day.
I love you boys.
The amount of time that we get alone per day is like
Yeah.
the 10 minutes we spend in the bathroom at the hotel, maybe at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And yeah, like to add to what Matthew was saying too, like 2 years ago, I was going to see Arm's Length, like as a fan, like in the crowd. So to be here now, opening for them is super sick.
Yeah.
And like all sorts of bands. We're playing Warped Tour this year and stuff. So it's just like, I feel like for the age that we are and the amount of time we've been a band, we started in 2022 and now it's 2026 and we're getting to do something like as big as Audiotree. Like to us, that's a big thing. And everything that we've been doing, really, all the tours, all that shit. It just didn't seem possible when we started. So I think as long as you really just love what you do and you're doing music because you genuinely love it and you don't care about, you know, making money or being popular or whatever, like everything else will follow after that. It's just about like being genuine and really doing it because you love it.
Absolutely. I hope y'all took those gems away because that's it. That's it right there.
That's it.
Thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you again for having
Of
us.
course. Let's get back into the music.
Smoke Bob.
This one goes out to the GOAT of San Diego. Blink 182.
Never found out why you left him, but this answer begs a question. Too blind to see tomorrow, too broke to beg or borrow. Young and stupid, lives wide open, hearts are wasted, lives are broken. One more point of contention, I need some interventions. Too broke with vague intentions, be sure my short attention span the distance. Bridge the border, beg forgiveness down the corner. Every time I look for you, the sun goes down, and I stumble when this only runs stuck round. Left another message, you are never around. But every time I look for you, the sun goes down once more. Roll the last one out, please shut the door. More time apart will give you a few more months to argue. Is this too much to live through? It always seems so far to drive the point home. Send more letters, pray tomorrow ends up better. Every time I look for you, the sun goes down, and I stumble when this whole thing runs stuck round. Left another
last song. This one goes out to San Diego, and probably the reason why we're here. We love you.
And Smoke Bob.
I'm trying to clear my mind, yet I still hear your voice inside. Don't want anything to do with you, 'cause I'm doing fine without you in my life. So why don't you just forget about me too? Is anything ever enough? You're testing your luck. Right now I am not dead to listen to you. After all the wreckage you left, put down the phone, just leave me alone. You are my biggest regret. Was this something good? Fool me twice, yeah, you never could. But shame on me to think you never would. Right now I am not dead to listen to you. After all the wreckage you left, put down the phone, just leave me alone. You are my biggest regret. You cannot say this wrong way, 'cause you cannot say without this wrong way. Yeah, you cannot say without this wrong my life.
Hit him with it, Josh.
We've been super sometimes in San Diego. Thank you, Audiotree.
Yes, yes. A massive thank you to Super Sometimes for joining us today. And as always, major love to our camera ops, engineers, dogs, editors, and artists here at Audiotree, spreading the gospel of live music. These cuties are beating down the road right now and definitely globally in the future. So get tickets when they're in your area, buy up all their merch, and get into their great new debut album, Show the World What's Underneath, because it's a banger and that's what we're all here for. Also, please like and subscribe if you love what we do here at Audiotree, and you'll get these sessions at the top of your feed as soon as they drop. And also follow Audiotree on all those platforms because this algorithm will not eat itself. And finally, like I always say, guys, stay dangerous and drive safe, please. I'm Psalm 1 signing off, and I'll see you next time. Peace.